everyone, and welcome back to Jazzy61. So today's video is going to be part 1 to my fall clean and decorate with me series. You guys, I am so excited to go ahead and get started for fall. A few of you have been asking me about it. Go ahead and post it. I was trying to hold off for a little bit longer, but you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I've already pulled everything out in the other room. So I'm going to start outside, I think, because the clouds are rolling in and I think it's going to rain for sure tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this, but before I get started, I want to say hello and welcome you if you are new, as well as invite you to join the Jazzy61 family by subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. I post on Mondays and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anything motherhood, lifestyle, and beauty, I'm your girl. So if that's things that you are interested in, please subscribe before you go today. And to my returners, hello guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for your comments and your suggestions. You guys are the greatest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are growing. Yay, we are at 2,500 subscribers now. I said 1,000. I'm manifesting and speaking things. But thank you guys so much for helping me to get to this point in my journey. You are the absolute greatest. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. The bottom of my heart. Is that like, thank you. With everything. I really appreciate you guys, genuinely. So let's go ahead and get started.
There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go.
Alrighty, you guys, we're gonna start on the outside of my house. I've been working outside in when I do my decor. I'm not really sure why, but this is typically where I begin, in this front living room, and work my way back to the back of the house. So I'm gonna start out here by giving it a good sweep out. Everything was kind of dusty and there was some grass and things that had blown in there. I'm also gonna sweep down some of those cobwebs if there's any out there. Just wanna make sure I get them down before I start hanging up any of my wreaths or my garland. So I'm gonna give everything a sweep out, shake off my rug a little bit, and then start hanging up the decor. You guys, let me know which way you work. Do you work outside in or inside out? So now I'm just going to get going. I'm going to hang up my door wreath first. The hanger, you guys, is much brighter than everything else, which is why I bought those picks to add a little bit more brightness to the wreath and to the garland. I will be using some of them in the garland itself, but I broke one, so I'm going to have to go back to the Dollar Tree and get some more of those just to finish adding that bright pop of orange that I really wanted. Everything turned out pretty good when it came to this, and it was a lot easier this year because I put push pins in last year and I could not get them out, so I left them. So now I can just hang everything up without actually needing to do anything to hang them. So this worked out. It went really smooth. And on the garland itself, you guys see me adding, I'm going to add those 2 little bright orange picks, and you'll see what I mean by that brighter pop of color in there. It's a really pretty color, but I do like a little bit brighter of a pumpkin in there. So I'm going to add some of those to the garland and to the wreath once I get some more, and I will show you guys that then. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my scarecrows out. I actually still have the ones from last year, which is great. I'm going to put things behind them because they tip over sometimes. And I'm going to use a twist tie to secure the bells to the bottom of this door latch. Alright guys, so I've reached a stopping point in my front yard that I'm going to just leave it here for now. I had some struggle with these picks. I'm not going to pretend. They were like tilting and everything else, so they're not where I wanted them to be, but they're okay. So let's go ahead and take a look-see.
Go easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
So now moving back to the inside, I'm going to straighten up my kitchen before I start to decorate in here. I'm going to get these dishes out of the sink first. You guys know I always tackle my kitchen sink before I do anything else. Wipe down my countertops again one good time before I start to put out my fall decor.
Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's grey outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold?
So if you've been to my channel before, you know the drill. I like to break out my Dawn Power Shot from my sink, give it a good wipe down, a good scrub down, and a good rinse out before I start to tackle my countertops. Let me know in the comment section down below, you guys. Do you do a clean, like a big clean before you pull out your new decor? Or do you kind of do the regular cleaning that you would always do around your house before you break out your new decor?
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Makes me wonder.
So now I'm going to break out my Honeycrisp Apple Method Cleaner Spray, you guys. This multi-purpose spray is actually quite awesome. So I usually use Mrs. Meyer's, and I do like the Mrs. Meyer's still, even though I'm using this one right now. This one is just not as strong hitting your nose immediately, but it still leaves that lingering smell after the fact. So I really like this method cleaner. I'm going to go ahead and give all of my countertops a good wipe down before I start to decorate in any of these spaces.
Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
And to set the mood for fall in my house, you guys, I always have to watch a peanut special. So this is the Great Pumpkin, and we're gonna go ahead and get started by lighting one of these candles, you guys. This pumpkin spice and everything nice smells absolutely amazing. The only thing I don't like about this candle is the fact that the wicks seem to burn down faster than the candle sometimes. I don't know. It smells really good though, so I really enjoy the fragrance, if nothing else. Alrighty, you guys, so here is all of my fall decor for the kitchen. I'll be putting this stuff up now. If there's anything else I'll need, it's over there on that table. So here's everything though. I know you guys are probably wondering about these chairs and where they went. So I gave the table away that went with that set, and all the chairs couldn't fit when we were trying to move them. And the person's gonna come back and get the rest of the set. So there's one there and there's another in the living room. I am ordering more bar stools, you guys. They'll be here probably in the next few weeks. So that's why that's gone. But here's all the fall stuff I'm going to be using, you guys. Here are my candles. I got some water. Stay hydrated. People, it's hot out here. I got my candles here. This is a salted caramel and butterscotch candle. You guys have seen these in previous hauls, as well as this pumpkin spice and everything nice. And then these two I actually found at my local Dollar Tree a few years ago, or last year. It's just a pumpkin spice candle, but it comes in this cute little glass mason jar. I have two of those, an assortment of little pumpkins. Not sure if I'm going to use more because I have a lot more over there, thankfully, this year. And so I'm going to use some of these assorted pumpkins. This is an owl. I think it's so cute. I was wanting more owls similar to this year, but I couldn't find any. This is just a little scarecrow. It has a bean bag underneath it. We have our signs, thankful and blessed, hello autumn, hello fall, and another hello autumn over here. These are the towels that you guys saw from TJ Maxx that I got in my first fall decor haul, you guys. They're really pretty, so I'm excited to put them on our stove over there. And then these are the different little dollar garlands. I'm gonna hang them all over the place in here, but I broke them into like little piles of kind of color combinations I think I want to use in this area. So yeah, let's get started. So just like many people, I have to shuffle things around quite a bit, but I found something that I liked and eventually settled on it. Everything over here came from the Dollar Tree except for the candle. It's pumpkin and waffle, and it came from Walmart.
Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes.
So next I decided to put some of these dollar garland over this window in my kitchen, you guys. I didn't really like how it turned out, but I know that sometimes when I leave things, it looks better over a couple of days. I think I want to thicken it up a bit more and add some more, so I'm gonna have to go back and pick up a couple more of these garland if they have some. But I just left it here, and in a few days, I'll see if I like it still or if I'm gonna add anything. And if I do, I'll make sure to come back and update you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you also do. Let things sit for a little while and then come back and see if you like it again later.
I promise I won't leave your side.
So over to the hanging shelf near the entrance of our kitchen, you guys. I knew I wanted to put that sign up there, but I had no other ideas on what to do with this shelf. So I ended up kind of freestyling it. I added those 2 pumpkins. They kind of look more farmhousey with the colors and the texture of it, as well as some of these candles. Everything that I used over here came from the Dollar Tree, and I mixed and matched those garlands together. None of them are the exact same too, because I wanted to see what the colors look like, and I like them better that way. So in the end, it really turned out pretty. I love the rich colors over there, in my opinion, or at least I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me know what you all think of it down in the comment section below. Do you think it turned out nice, or do you think I should shuffle it a little bit more?
As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side.
So now onto the stove, you guys. I'm going to use some of that method cleaner to wipe down this handle before I actually hang out those new towels. I ended up using 3 of the 4 set because I kind of liked how they looked together there, and the other one was kind of a similar burnt orange color to this first towel, so I didn't go ahead and use that one. But I did add these 3, you guys, and they turned out so pretty and added such a nice color to that black.
I'm giving you my love, love, love.
This little area was also simple, just a sign, a scarecrow, and 2 pumpkins.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love.
And here I'm finishing off my kitchen with a candle, 2 pumpkins, and a small owl, you guys. It turned out really cute, so I was really happy with it. Moving on to this little dessert, you guys. Here's everything that you're going to need. I will leave all of this stuff linked in the description box below, but I'm going to be making some small pecan apple pie croissant thingies. I don't know how to explain them, but they're like little apple pies with pecans. They're really, really tasty. So first you want to cut up your apple. You guys, I struggle with this apple. I don't know why. I really want an apple slicer, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one of those. But this thing turned out awesome, you guys. I use the Granny Smith apples, the green ones, because I think that they're a little bit more tart. And with all of the sugar and the sweeteners you're going to be using in this, I think it's nice to have kind of a tart apple instead of a sweet one. And I like my apples to have a little bit of crunch in them, so I like the way that they cooked. But if you want to, you can put them in like a microwave or something for a few minutes to make them a little bit softer. Here I'm just adding a little bit of butter, you guys, and giving it a good stir. The butter's going to help some of the seasonings, which are not seasonings, the sugar and things like that, kind of adhere to them. So this is brown sugar. I had 1/4 of brown sugar for this entire recipe, you guys. I'm going to add a spoon of white granulated sugar, you guys. Give that a good stir and let it sit for a moment. And then I'm going to go in with some apple pie spice, you guys. I've never used this before in my life. I've never made anything apple pie-ish before, so this was all new to me, but it turned out really well. So I'm going to open the crescents now. I almost said croissants. The crescent rolls up now, you guys. Am I the only person that has a phobia of this like thing popping? Because when I was little, you guys, I popped one and I bruised my hand. It had like a big blood clot on it. I was like super upset. So now I don't even want to do it. I usually call my husband, but he was busy, so I had to use a spoon. Anywho, I'm also not very good at folding the crescents. I've never done this before. I'm so serious. I've never folded a crescent roll before. So this was kind of a moment in itself. First, we're going to go in with some brown sugar on each one of them. Just a little bit, not too much. What happens is when this cooks, that brown sugar and the butter kind of caramelizes, and it tastes so good, you guys. It kind of makes its own little sauce on the inside. So make sure you get a little bit of brown sugar down. I actually think you should add a little bit more, but this turned out really well. The next time I made them, I did add more. So add a little bit more to that thing, you guys. Make sure it looks good and covered in that brown sugar. Now I am using pecans. So you can use any, nut that you want to, but I prefer pecans. Pecans, y'all know I like to say country pecans. I have my pecans. I didn't measure those either, you guys. I just put some in a bag and put as much as I wanted to on there. As long as it rolled up, I was good to go. I put it in the baggie and I just smashed it with a can. And that's how I got them crushed up like this. Worked out great. And I took my apples and laid them on the biggest end of the crescent roll, you guys. Now, this part was a little bit difficult when I was rolling them up, but I figured out you're supposed to roll it from the top, and you're supposed to fold the sides in a little bit at the top of the apple and then roll. Like I said, I think I should have added a little bit of flour, and I didn't, but it's okay. They turned out just fine. And I also figured out that you should use parchment paper, because they kind of got stuck to the foil a little bit, and the parchment paper, they pop right off. Even after the butter and sugar caramelized, it came right off. So parchment paper, you guys, is probably the best way to go. So I did get all of these folded down. They did not fit into this one little baking pan that I picked out, so I'm going to put them onto 2 separate ones. I put these in the oven at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and somewhere in between there, you guys, they get golden brown. Now, you don't want to cook them for too long because they will burn, but you don't want to cook them for too little time either, because then they're kind of doughy. You don't want to eat raw dough. So that little bowl to the side that you see there is brown sugar, and butter. I'm going to use that to baste across the top of these. So I just melted the butter, and then I put the brown sugar and the granulated sugar in there, and then I just brushed it across the top with like a little basting brush that I had for like the grill that we hadn't used. And you guys, that stuff got caramelized, and it was like golden brown and flaky and delicious. So you guys, if you try this recipe, let me know. I will leave all the things that you need in the description box below, just in case. I winged it. I just know that the one thing that I measured was the brown sugar. I used 1/4 of it for the entire recipe.
Gonna lay here on the
Now here is the final result of my decorating in the kitchen. I think I did okay for this being my first time actually doing anything in the kitchen for the most part. I will be trying to add a couple more pops of orange in there as I go along, but for now, I think everything turned out just as it should. I actually really like it. It's really cozy. It's really warm. The bright orange pops out everywhere in there. The candles smell amazing, and we just got all the warm, fuzzy fall feels walking into our kitchen.
In the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why.
Alrighty, you guys. So I put them on parchment paper and put them back into the oven for a little while, because the foil, the caramel sauce type of stuff that it created was getting stuck to the foil. So once they were firm enough for me to move them, I went ahead and moved them and put them on parchment paper, and they come up much easier. So parchment paper is the way to go on these. I'm gonna let these cool and come back in a moment. Alright, you guys, so this concludes part 1 of my fall clean and decorate with me. I hope you all enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for part 2 coming like the next video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have not already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna finish one of these. My mouth was just water. I'm not gonna pretend with you guys. Y'all. Oh, it's so good. Look at the inside. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you all again for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you try this recipe for yourself, you guys. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.